Hi everyone, Christina here. Welcome to another video at my YouTube channel. Today's video is a little bit different and it's actually part one of two videos I'm posting today. One on this channel and the other will be on the Simon Says Stamp YouTube channel. I'll link to that video at the end. This video is purely about sketching card ideas for one stamp set. I shared with you guys some tips on how to shake up your card making on Monday, and the very last tip, which was to brainstorm 10 card ideas for one single stamp set, really seemed to resonate with a lot of you, and you really wanted to see me do a video like this where I'm going to take one stamp set and walk you through the creation of 10 different card ideas. I'm not going to be making any of them in this video, but I will take one of those, and that's the video that will be over on the Simon Says Stamp YouTube channel. So the stamp set I'm using is a Stamptember collaboration set from Hero Arts. This is called Real Flowers Vintage. I thought this would be a really fun kind of stamp set to use to come up with some different card ideas. So I'm going to grab my sketchbook, have my sketchbook right here. I just use a black regular drawing sketchbook. Got some fun stuff in here. Old card ideas. I'm going to work on this one. And I'm just going to put the stamp set off to the side and I'm going to zoom in a little bit so you guys can see what I'm sketching out. By the way, this stamp set is a limited edition stamp set, limited quantities. Once it's sold out, it's gone. It's not coming back. So if you love this stamp set and you want to create some cards based on my ideas, you're more than welcome to. And you'll want to grab the stamp set as soon as you can. A lot of the stamp sets that have come out during this month for Stamptember have sold out, so it's better to act quickly. Okay, so the first idea that I had involved masking. And I thought it would be really neat to have like a circle masked off with ink blending, and then this really big stem right here, I could have it masked at the bottom and it would come up, but it would extend on the sides past the circle. So ink blended, and then I'd have some of these other little wildflowers up in here. And then maybe keep this area up here a little open, and I'd add either the thank you or the friend, one of these over here on the side. I think that'd be cool. So ink blended, maybe like sunset colors. There we go, first card. All right, I think I could do something that's maybe a little bit like that idea with more ink blending. Maybe I could mask off 4 little windows and keep the mask there during the blending and the stamping. So it's like the stamp images extend into all the squares. Ink blended, continue. And maybe add a greeting down here. There isn't a small word greeting on this stamp set, but I could probably grab one from a different stamp set. Okay, so there's 2. I'm gonna go to a third here. All right, what could I do here? I kind of like this idea of like having sections or smaller shapes with the stamps inside of them. So maybe I do a variation on that circle one, but I have it as a heart. And maybe I could have the heart going off the side of the card. Just like that. And possibly, maybe it's ink blended black with white embossed stamping. So this one would not be super colorful. It would be darker. Okay, I don't know where I put a greeting on that one. Maybe have the greeting over on the side coming off the edge. Like that. So that would change it up. So this would be all dark with white flowers inside. All right, we're on to card 4. Okay, let's see here. Maybe I could do some stamping with these smaller images, these little flowers and the leaf. Maybe, yeah, let's do something like that. Let's do some flowers and leaves and kind of have a pattern where it's more concentrated in the bottom corner and then sort of fades out as it goes up toward the other corner. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but and maybe I'm loving this ink blending idea. So maybe it's concentrated color in corner, and it fades to opposite corner. Okay, so that's using some of these smaller images. That would be really kind of neat. I think with this particular design, if it's going to be kind of darker down in this area, maybe I could take one of the greetings and stamp it right there and have that in white. I think that'd be kind of cool. All right, got to move my sketchbook here. In fact, maybe I'll do a little of this so we can still see the stamp set. Okay, let's try a landscape card. See what happens with that. Okay, how about this one dandelion image? I think that could be really interesting. Maybe it's 3 different circles of color, and it has the flower in it, like that. And then we will do a greeting strip coming in off the side. That could be interesting. Okay, so that's 5. Okay, let's do another landscape card. I don't know why this one's so much bigger than the other one, but you know, whatever. Let's try the thank you greeting right in the center. I'm going to have ink blending around the edges for some drama, and then bring in the stamp images all around. Just kind of reminds me of a card from Janos Makula. I'm not real careful with my handwriting when I'm doing sketching. I just want the idea. I just want to get the idea out. Okay, so that is 6, going on to 7. Maybe for this one, let's try a more traditional card design. So maybe this could be a 5x7 card, and because it's a 5x7, the images are going to be much smaller. But to combat that, I'm going to mat it and have a wide border. So then it's a little smaller, so a little easier to use these smaller images on it. And I'm going to make this one really simple. It's going to be somewhat similar to the ink blending. I'm going to have all of the wildflowers coming up kind of on one side, and then just the greeting. So really simple, ink blended sunset. That's a really easy card. And maybe to make it even more interesting, maybe it's just masked, so it's all one single layer. One layer card. Okay. All right, so now we're on to number 8. I like this leaf down here. I could probably take that leaf and turn it into just leaves on a card. So almost similar to what I did over here where you've got the flower and the leaf going up, but this one would be more structured. So maybe, okay, so I've got my card here. Maybe I have actual, like I'll use a marker and draw a stem, and then I can have the leaves coming off the stem. So that's a pretty generic leaf shape over here, so I could adapt it to this pretty well. And maybe I'll have stems crossing each other. And then just one of the simple greetings right down here. That could be easy. Okay, stamp, leaf, draw stem. Okay. All right. I need 2 more ideas here. All right, maybe I'll do a circle card. Circle card could be interesting. Sitting here thinking, I'm thinking very hard. It's getting harder as I go along here. This is a really great stamp set. It has a lot of potential, I can tell, because these were fairly easy to get to. Okay, let's try something a little bit like, okay, so there will be another circle matted, so the card base color is showing. And then I'm going to stamp all the individual wildflowers in different colors. So different color stamping. Or maybe even it's rainbow stamping. Rainbow stamping would be cool for this too. So get sort of like that change of colors. Sorry, I'm moving some stuff so I can slide this sketchbook up. Okay, so that'd be cool. So different color stamping or rainbow stamping. Okay, which gives me another idea for my 10th card idea, which is, all right, it'd be matted. So maybe this is a 5x7 card. And I'm going to have super colorful blending from top to bottom with all of the wildflowers embossed in white. I think that could be really striking. And I'll put the greeting over here on the side. So this kind of layout right here, I've kind of repeated it a couple times. I've got it right here, I have it up here, and it's similar up here too. So kind of like the wildflowers off to the side and the greeting in like the upper corner. I think that could be really cool. Okay, so I'm gonna mark this down. Colorful blending. And then white flowers. Okay, all right, so I have all 10 card ideas. Now I have to pick one that I'm going to use for my card video with Simon. If you want to see which card idea I use, make sure you click over to that video. I'll have a link up in the top corner so you can click over and see what I created. Just a reminder that this stamp set is available only for a limited time, and once it's sold out, it's gone. It's not coming back. So you want to make sure you head over to simonsawstamp.com using the links down below so that you can pick up your own stamp set. Thanks so much for watching today. I've got 3 more videos on screen for you to check out. These are going to be my most recent cards, and that'll give you some ideas on things to create. Thank you so much for watching today. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And if you feel inclined, please give this video a thumbs up. That lets me know you liked it. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.